one more thing.
Oh my goodness!
I'm starting my campaign. We want to see Miss Cheryl back on Crazy Closet. Bring Cheryl back. Bring Cheryl back. I want to see the scooter. I want to see it all. Let's go.
Welcome to Bella Talks. I am your host, Kay Bella, and here we talk about fitness, fashion, finance, and life. Triple FL. So today's guest, we have none other than the hair care specialist, Miss LaToya Turner. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I know everybody in the 239 knows you because your chair be really packed, but we always have to say, tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little about me. I am not originally from Fort Myers. But I've been here for long enough. I'm a hairstylist, a churchgoer. I have a lot of things about me. I play the piano, the organ.
Okay, good. I think you sing a little bit, don't you?
I sing. I've got to start claiming that.
Mm-hmm.
Get all
Don't
the
you?
nerves out of me.
The last time when we was at a shop, don't you play the bass?
Girl, don't make me hear it. I play the bass in my head.
Y'all heard it first. She played the bass.
In my head.
No, because when we was at the shop, you'll be like,
see, this is why your appointments just take so long. I'm gonna be laughing too dang on much.
Girl.
Done. Okay, wait. So, yeah, hair, I sing, I play piano, organ, and business. Business. I love all things business.
Okay, so for one of your business, we know that you do hair. So what sparked your interest with doing hair?
I was never supposed to be a hairstylist. I was supposed to be an accountant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Really, an actuary is what my guidance counselor was trying to get me to be. Actuaries they use statistics to create insurance rates. Life insurance, car insurance, which is probably going to be sky high next year. But that's what actuaries do. But I wanted to get married and I didn't want to go to school. I wanted to stay close, which I was supposed to go to FAMU. But I stayed local and I needed a break from school because I was in gifted and all the advanced classes and I was like tired of school.
Okay.
And everybody wanted to shoot me because I had 2 4-year scholarships.
What?
Yes, I had the Bright Futures. I had the Bright Futures scholarship and I had the Take Stock and Children scholarship.
And you turned that down
For love.
For love,
yes.
You turned that down for love.
Miss Cheryl is turning around in circles.
Girl. No, ma'am. I'm going to school. I'll be back. And if you're available, maybe we can get together.
That's what I should have said. But when you're young, I was 18. And, you know, your parents, my mom was like, you don't know what you want. You haven't lived yet. But, you know, you be like, I know what I'm doing. Like that little girl on TikTok be like, I'm going to go see for myself.
Yep.
So I didn't go to school. So this lady at my church, Miss Virgiline, I used to like kind of mess around with my mom's hair because she couldn't afford to go to the hair salon. So she came on here. She's like, you do really good with your mom's hair. You ever thought about doing hair? I'm like, no, I thought hairstylists was stupid, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I used to think. Don't think that no more. So, but 2 of her nieces were going to LeBaron Hairdressing Academy. So I had on my scholarship, I flipped the paper over and I was looking at all the schools that were available and it was on there.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, well, I can go for free. So I went. And I liked it, but I wasn't like into it. So I went to hair school for a year and a half. I used to go to work in the morning, come home and cook dinner, and then go to hair school at night. Hair was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all day Saturday. So I did that for a year and a half. And then when I got out, my director was supposed to fill out for me some money for a scholarship or something, Heritage Institute. And they said they were going to give money to all the students. She was like, oh, I'm not going to file for the other half of your Pell Grant. And at the end of the class, she said, well, they didn't pay for your last portion of whatever it was.
Right.
So you owe $500. Now, these days, I can pay that. But back then, it
was
took me like a week and a half to make that money. So I'm like, ma'am, I'm not paying you $500.
Wow.
So from there, I worked like 99 different jobs. That was in like 2000, 2001. I didn't start doing hair until 2006.
Wow.
And I worked everywhere in between.
What was your thing that maybe fascinated you for doing hair?
The main thing I wanted to learn out the gate was hair care.
Okay.
Because I saw a lot of people could do hair, but then when you take their hair down, they got like chicken scratch up there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't want that. Like some of the videos,
chicken scratch look.
like the videos you see now. Well, people take their weave out and you looking like, I thought she had hair. So I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to work with either her or Pam was another one at the time, and Angelique.
Oh, she did good.
Yes, I wanted to work with either one of them so that I could learn how to care for the hair. Then I could do the hairstyles on top of that.
Right.
So that was my basis. So that was always what I wanted to know how to do.
All right. So when did you realize that you were actually good at doing hair?
When I put my focus into it.
Okay.
I was at JCPenney salon. Well, like I said, my career has been, you think like that straight line where they be like businesses here and there?
Yeah.
No. It was this way, that way, go backwards. I tried to work virtually like 5 times.
Oh
I got fired twice.
What?
Yeah. I tried to work with Pam. It was like, no, it just was all over the place. So I was working at JCPenney salon and I said, all right. Because I would go in and sit in a chair. I wouldn't really put forth much effort. Wouldn't try to get clients. So I said, all right. If I'm not making $800 a week sales by March, I'm going to quit and do something else.
Okay.
And I started getting focused. I watched, back then, we didn't have online education, so they had like this little DVD kind of box or whatever. And I would go upstairs. If I didn't have a client, I was upstairs, JCPenney, in the room, and I was just learning, soaking up everything I possibly could. I took every free class, everything, and I made my goal. So then she called me, Virtualine called me, because she was getting ready to move, and she asked if I wanted to take over her salon. So I said, okay, I could do that. So I went. I always tell people I started my career with a flat iron, a bucket of relaxer, and a comb. That was it. I didn't have no huge inventory, whatever. I went, I made $100. I took $50. I reinvested it into my business. I made more money. I reinvested it. So I was flat ironing is what saved my life.
Right.
I could always flat iron, but it was when I started putting my focus into it is when it got good. I sucked. When I first started, I forgot that part.
So you sucked.
I was horrible.
What does suck mean? Like,
I was horrible.
Okay, so if I come in for a roller set, how am I gonna leave?
Well, roller set was easy,
because back then, what were they? We weren't getting too much.
People was getting Bantu knots and water.
Back then, okay, we were doing the waterfall.
Wow, okay, that was
so
my next thing. Waterfalls.
Okay, I don't do that, but I mean, I can do
No,
a
my boss would not let me turn people away. This guy came in to get a haircut, and I mean, cutting was the absolute worst. And I told her, I said, I'm not good at haircuts. She said, oh, just do it, you'll be fine. So his hair was like down here. So I cut one side. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Then I cut this side, and then it was too high. So I went to make this side even.
Oh my gosh.
I was so bad. It was so. It was.
So
not
when
good.
he left,
he was like, "Oh, it's fine. It's okay. It'll grow back." I was like, "Thank God." I thought he was gonna cuss me out. So it worked. But that's why I started taking classes. And Denise Michelle, I don't know if a lot of people in your arena would know her, but she, I won a class to go to her mentorship Miami. Mm-hmm. That wasn't until 2013. And when I took, it was a personalized cutting class for us. That's when I learned how to cut hair. So I didn't do a whole lot of haircuts for a while. But I didn't know how to do waterfalls, twists. I used to twist with my fingers. I didn't know how to do like nothing. People say, oh, you're so gifted. You're so, no, I'm not. I worked hard to learn how to do what I know how to do.
Your motivation, you were focused.
I was focused.
So a lot of people, some people just come out with skills where they can set up a kitchen and you'll come out looking like you just left a salon. But some people, you actually have to put in the work. So it was just
people don't think
sources that you need to make sure that you put in the work.
Yes, and people don't think that. People think you have to be naturally gifted at something. That's not true. Did you know how to sew? No. And you took a class, and now people are all begging for these tapestry pants. So you have to, sometimes you have to put work into something if you want it bad enough.
Yes. because we still learning. Bella Talks is a baby, so we still learning as we go.
She gonna be Oprah, baby Oprah.
We ready. You heard it here first.
Oh, Millie Rock.
What motivates you?
Ooh.
What keeps you motivated to stay behind that chair? Because I know y'all put in a lot of work and hours, and I know y'all legs, back, arms, everything. So what motivates you to stay behind that chair?
That's a double-ended question, because I have the good side is the motivation, but the stuff that I don't like is motivating me to not be behind the chair. But what motivates me to work? Money, that's number one.
Of course.
I never knew like hairstyling was so lucrative. I had no idea.
Yes. That's like the next best thing to scam.
I don't know about scamming. Like, it's almost like a dope boy, especially like selling hair too.
That's dope boys are no longer. It's
what they call them?
Scammers.
Well, I don't know many scammers, so I guess it's an arena I'm not familiar with. But of course, money is number one. That's not my complete focus, because if it was only money, I would have quit a long time ago.
Right.
Especially in the beginning when you're not making any. But I love my clients. I have amazing people, and I get to have amazing conversations every day, make connections with people I never would have met. Lawyers, doctors, teachers, nurses. I see everybody. So my clients are number one. And I really do love hair. I love the process of, I used to work on jobs and I was just pushing papers. And I remember I asked this lady one time, I'm like, well, when I put my information in, where does it go? She said, why? But that's not me. I like to know the process of things. So with hair, you get to see somebody come in and it's, not right, it's not this. And over time, as long as they're consistent, then you see the result.
Right.
So I guess I would say all three of those things in one. I really, and the education of it. I love learning, and it's always something new to learn, which is good and bad.
Okay. So I hear you saying that it's stuff that's motivating you out of from being behind the chair. Do we have any future things going on, or what is that might motivate you from behind the chair?
If I could have it my way, I would work 3 days a week, like 10 hours a day.
Okay.
That's 30 hours. Right now, I work almost double that.
Mm-hmm.
So that means my clientele will be cut in half.
Right.
And if they will be sitting here right now, they will be giving me the eyes.
I know that. I'm like giving you the eye right here. I'm like looking at like your clients like, you hear this, y'all?
But you know what? You leave it to people. Like, black women love hair.
Yes.
Period.
Of course.
So if you leave it up to them, there was a video of this hairstylist that was 99 years old and she was standing behind the chair. That'll be me. But leave it up to them.
But if she's 99, that means she loves to do it.
Girl, bye. Ain't nobody gonna do that.
That means she loves to do it. That ain't got nothing to do with, oh my gosh, I had to be behind the chair for 50 years because y'all just wouldn't go. She just loves to do it.
What I'm gonna love is teaching somebody else how to do what I do.
Okay.
So the same way I didn't know how to do hair, I need people. I turn people away all the time. I have created a wait list of even my own current clients. So then I still get people. Now they text me and they say, hey, I know you're not accepting new clients, but what is the but?
But maybe you can fit me in.
Yeah, I will.
Because
girl,
I just have some
sob stories.
Yes.
I just moved here. My hair is falling out. I'm looking for someone to take care of natural hair. Do you do this? I get it, and I appreciate it, and I thank God because I never even imagined I'd be this busy.
Right.
But it's only one me.
You say that you want to teach somebody.
Yes.
So basically, you want to have somebody as your successor.
Yes, successors. Yes, multiple.
When are we doing that? Because it would be very lucrative for you to have maybe two of you. Mm-hmm. And it'll be good for the clients because they know Toya taught her, okay, we know we're going to get the same treatment, if not better. Because sometimes if you're younger, you come in with your own new tactic.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you, but the thing that I've found is most new hairstylists, I'm not going to say all, they want to come in and I want to keep all my money. I want to keep all my money.
Okay.
It's people's mentality.
Right.
But if you looked at it from a different perspective. If you're in business school, and when you come out of business school, people want to get an internship.
Right.
Because instead of me working at this $30,000 a year job and fighting my way to the top, no, I want an internship so somebody could show me every single thing to do. Then I could go straight to the top.
Right.
But people have...
I need a lot of money right now.
It's not even right now. They feel like you're trying to take from them instead of... It's funny because you'll pay $60,000 to go to school.
Right.
You pay hair school is like $30,000, I think now, like $25,000, but it's only giving you basics.
Right.
So instead of you taking those 7 years that I took from the time I got a cutting class until whenever, I could have somebody come in, I'll show you the cutting, the relaxing, the natural hairstyling, the pressing, the extensions, crochet, all the stuff I do, and then you can take that and then run with it.
Right.
But people feel like, oh, she's trying to take all my money. No, that's not the truth. That's not the case. But you have some people who feel like, oh, they should just give it to you for free. But a lot of times if you give people something for free, they don't appreciate it.
Of course not.
So I'm going to start at the beginning of the year. I prayed about it, and I'm going to be looking for people to come in and be able to do what I need them to do, because I really, really, really do need help. It's a great need for it in this community. A lot of people are moving here.
Okay.
A lot of people, a lot of professional black women is mostly my clientele, and it's needed.
So if you are watching this segment and you are new to the area, or you are a new up-and-coming stylist, please reach out to LaToya. I will be putting her handles on the bottom of the screen later on to let her know that this is something that you want to do. You're a new stylist, or you just got out of school, because I'm telling you, she is a very, very awesome hair stylist. And yes, her books are like books. So that should tell you from what you book, like a year or 2 years?
Girl, how people don't understand, most people have standing appointments.
Yes.
So I could go to whatever. My book is 80% full. So based on what I did last year,
it's already 80%.
Because people don't really leave. I have clients I've done for 12 years, 15 years, 10 years, 7 years.
So that should tell you, like I said, if you're looking for somebody to mentor under, she is your girl. And if you're a new stylist, please reach out to her, because you'll be doing on-the-job training as well as getting some good clients, loyal clients. So reach out to her. And
you go 0 to 100.
Yes.
Real quick. Literally.
Real quick. All right. What will we be expecting in the next 5 years from you?
Ooh, next 5 years, I definitely want to get my salon filled.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that's number one, but that's a big one for me. I would love to have more stylists to be able to service more clients, and to create this vision that I've always had in my head of, like I said, my stylists, my clients, the professional black women, to have a place to come where it's quiet.
Right.
I love when they're in there, they, doing their work, working on their computers, or they're taking business meetings, or, different things like that. So just to have this environment where we can come, socialize. We do not gossip. I ain't got time for nobody trying to fight by Ray cousin, Keisha auntie that you don't know is sitting in the next chair. We don't do that.
Right.
We don't do that. We have educated, inspirational conversations. So I would love to cultivate that. Also doing my business mentoring, which we just had a great event for eStyles.vip. That was my first business consultation client, and that went great.
And I wish I could have been there, but I was interviewing.
It was good. It was good. So take your business idea from concept to completion. That's one. And I have something else I'm working on. It's actually called GoFinity, which is a subsidiary of Hairfinity, hair vitamins, but it's set up as an MLM. And a lot of people don't like multi-level businesses, but Mary Kay's been around for 40 years.
Right.
So all of them aren't all bad. So I'm really getting ready to go hard on that. So I would love to not be behind the chair all day, but I would love somebody to lead my clients in good hands.
Right. So I hear all these businesses. I heard that you have a nickname called the Business Bully.
Oh, I have a nickname, or you gave me the nickname?
You have a nickname called the Business Bully, and I guarantee you, if any of your clients are watching, they will agree, because anybody's in your chair and they tell you an idea, then you be like, well, why didn't you do it yet? Well, what's stopping you? Well, all you got to do is Well, I just don't know why you ain't
Wait,
doing it yet.
she's talking about herself.
No, I have been.
No.
I
That's
have
one.
been in the shop, literally waiting, and somebody said something, and she's behind them like, "Well, why you ain't do it yet?"
Because
this is Toya.
Me. Oh, you gonna be me?
The client. Turn the camera. The client. We'll be doing hair. She'll be like doing something, and the client will say something, and then she'll stop and be like, "Well, why you ain't do it yet?" Well, what's stopping you? Well, I don't know, because I just feel like you could have already did this. Because didn't we talk about it the last time you was here? Well, didn't you say you was supposed to be getting your LLC? In a Toya chair, you better have your LLC.
That's not true.
Yes, you better already have your board of directors. And you better already have your offshore account. Because you're going to ask about that too.
That is not true.
Yes.
But
so
look,
when
you're afraid.
Uh-huh.
You don't think it's gonna go well, so
Right.
you need somebody to help push you in the right direction.
All right.
So too hard. I try not to. But if you have somebody that's helping you and that's motivating you and that's guiding you in the right direction, then you get things done. Because if I remember correctly, somebody kept talking about, I don't know how to sew. If I just knew how to sew, I could get these ideas out of my head. So I'm like, what's stopping you from taking the sewing class? What's stopping you, right? You say that's what I say.
Okay.
So, she was like, well, I gotta work and this is this. So I went on my phone and I'm like, ooh, they're having a sewing class. She's like, well, I gotta work. No, it's on Martin Luther King Day. You're off. So we go out and I went to the park. And guess who I see? Why you doing, Coco? Where you just came from? I just went and took a sewing class. So that was probably 2019.
Yeah.
So she learned how to sew. You learn how to sew, and then you do what you did, pillows first.
I did pillows.
Then mask took off. She learned how to sew right in the right time. Coco making yellow mask, purple mask, glitter mask, crazy closet mask. She making masks for businesses. I was like, go sewing class, go. So that was good. Now, recently, what did y'all see online? She made those tapestry pants out of an idea out of her head. So like I said, concept to completion. It helps to have somebody to motivate you. And not saying I was responsible. She did the work. But if you would have never took that first sewing class, where would you have been? It's beneficial.
At Fifth Third.
And hating it.
Yeah.
So it's good. I need the same thing. I appreciate it. Trust me. I know how it is when somebody get on you. I got one of my clients, she does it to me. I do. I get it. But it's helpful. Because from that, Crazy Closets was born.
Yes, Crazy Closets was born.
Mm.
The animal.
Mm.
COVID was good to me. COVID was good to me. I mean, it was a bad situation, but it helped out with what I had to do. I think God was like, either you're going to do it or you're going to hush about going to work. Because I'm giving you the time to get it done.
Yeah, and it was just in time.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess you.
I guess.
Me.
What? That's
I
good.
guess.
What?
I will say, if you guys are looking for a business consultant, yes, please reach out to her, because as you can see, she really wasn't supposed to be a hairdresser. She's very good with numbers. She is very, like, that little brain is like a mini computer.
Well, and that's why I say I used to think hairstylists was stupid. Seriously, I did. I felt like all you had to do was just put some color on the head, was do this, do that. But that junk, it takes actual knowledge to know ratios of color, what colors, cancel out other colors. A lot of stylists these days cannot color. They just bleach your hair all the way up
and then
put color on it. But now sometimes you have to lighten the hair depending on the tone you want. But a lot of times, I have a lot of my clients that I might put into a class where if you have gray hair,
right?
People think that you have to lighten it and then put color on it, but you really don't have to. You can utilize the tones already in the hair to create the color that you want.
Right.
Keisha, I don't bleach her hair. A lot of people love her red. Miss Janice Allen, she is would be completely white, but the color that I put on, it works. So you have to have knowledge even in that.
If you could say anything to little LaToya, what would it be?
What age are we talking? We talking like elementary school, high school?
Well, elementary.
Elementary
that's when
school.
they're first molded, when you're in elementary.
It would be to keep going and don't worry about the haters. Because I don't even know if I want to discuss that, but little black girls can be really mean to one another.
Oh yes, I know.
It was
I used
like
to get called Blossom in school. So
oh, because of your weird fashion sense.
Yes.
Oh, but look what it turned into.
Exactly.
But when I started going to Michigan Elementary, and it was like Mean Girls Black Edition. Ooh, it was horrible. It was horrible, but I stayed true to myself.
Right.
I was a little nerd, hang around with the white kids, whatever. But it worked out in my favor. So that was elementary school.
Okay. So where can people find you on social media? I know if they want to reach out to you for not only just hair, for business.
For business, you can follow me. I've been back on Facebook lately. LaToya Turner Hair Care.
Okay.
Ascension Hair Care is my Instagram. I have not posted on that page in like a year, but
wow.
I still go on. I don't have any more room for any clients. So whenever anybody messages me, they want an appointment, I can't help them. I feel bad for having to turn people away. I also have another page, LaToya's Perspective. I had to change the name recently, but that's more of my business information. And I got like 10 pages. I just be kind of hopping around, and you can find me.
I'm not putting all 10 pages down.
My main ones are LaToya Turner Hair Care and my Ascension Hair Care on Instagram.
Okay, good. So, if you had any words for Bella Talks, what would it be?
Any motivational words, or am I talking to Bella Talks audience?
Motivational, if you want to talk to the audience, anything you want to say?
I would say to follow your dreams. If God gave you a vision of something, to pursue it.
Yes.
And how I was with hair, you might not be good at it in the beginning, and Coco with sewing, but if you put the effort into it, you really can do whatever you put your mind to.
Yes. Stay focused, keep pushing, and like she said, if you have a vision or a dream, try to pursue it. Like you said, you're not going to be the best at it at first, but keep trying, and who knows, you might be the next best whatever off of whatever you put your mind to. So not quit. Quitters never win. Winners never quit. So do you have
and always try your best to do it in excellence.
Yes.
I had the typical black hair salon experience on the client side and on the entrepreneur side. That's probably a funny outtake. When we used to do hair, I would do your hair and I eat a piece of chicken in the back.
Oh yes, I think that was like the norm.
That it was, like I said, typical black salon experience,
and we accepted it because we've seen it so much.
That's what was normal. We had the Maury Povich on the TV loud. We had the lawn chairs as seating in the front, the white plastic lawn chairs. Come in and you would wait 2-3 hours to get in the chair. But when I started working with the other folks, I saw that the salon experience didn't have to be that way. And that really changed my mindset. So whatever, like anytime I've ordered anything from you, you say I'm going to have it on this date. It's picked up at that date, at that time, wherever it's going to be. You don't have to run around with all this craziness. So whatever you do, try your best. Sometimes things happen.
Yes, they
but
do.
Try your best to do it in excellence.
Good words. I really appreciate it. This was a really good interview.
All right.
Well, I have nothing else to say, so I'm going to end it on this note. Do everything that you can do in excellence. And I am K Bella, and this is LaToya, and this is Bella Talk.